Alright guys, welcome to James S1981 Breaks. This is the Hometown Heroes 5-box half case break off of eBay. Mike, I got your payment, so thanks for that. And I'm just gonna start taking the packs out of the box. My clock says it's 10:27. We got 3 minutes, so. Like I said, if you guys weren't here earlier, surprising some of the autos we got last night out of this stuff. I was actually surprised how good they were. So, surprised how good the autos were. I'm going to go ahead and open 2 of the boxes and set the packs to the side, guys. 2 of the boxes, but I'll keep the packs separated because last night I think one of the boxes only had 2 autos, which I have on video. I'll write Panini, and when I go through and separate the teams, if I only got 2 autos, I will get a makeup auto. So hopefully, well, I don't have to say hopefully, I will. I've never not. So you guys could see at least some of the 4 stacks. So it is 10:30 now, guys. I got 10:30, so I'm gonna start with the break. Good luck, everybody. We should get 15 autos. Mike, I got your payment. Thank you. If you weren't here when I just said that, we should get 15 autos, guys. So there is a lot of cards in here. That's why the teams were cheap, but the shipping was $4 because it's a lot of cards. So, all right. Dan Gladden, Hunter Pence, Ron Gant, Johnny Damon, Venezuela, Profar, David Price, Matt Kemp, Dustin Pedroia, Roger Clemens, Max Scherzer, Tom Brzezowski, Oscar Gamble, Gary Gaetti, Tony La Russa, Evan Longoria, Robin Yount, Hometown Heroes, Justin Verlander, Andre Thornton, Robin Ventura, Frank Viola, Vinny Castilla, Reggie Jackson, Dwight Gooden. Some of these packs are a pain in the butt. They were like that with me last night too. So, all right, David Freese, Derek Jeter, Ricky Henderson, David Eckstein, Cleon Jones, Matt Williams, Matt Harvey, Chase Utley, Andre Thornton, Dylan Bundy, rookie, Ben Sheets, Jeff Bagwell, Ozzie Guillen, Dwayne Murphy, Gary Sheffield, zip code, Keith Moreland auto to the Chicago White Sox. Keith Moreland auto. So that's the first auto. Never heard of him. You guys will have to let me know how good he is. Neil Walker, Tony Gwynn, Carlton Fisk, Steve Finley, Rusty Greer, Jeff Montgomery, Mark Grace, Wally Joyner. So hometown signatures. Keith Moreland was the first auto in that first box so far, guys. All right, Teddy Higuera, Jerome Walton, Juan Samuel, Vince Coleman, Paul O'Neill, Bucky Dent, Paul Hershiser, Billy Butler, Tino Martinez, Buster Posey, Tony Fernandez, Tino Martinez, Ryan Zimmerman, Glenn Davis, Darryl Strawberry, Ron Darling, Sport Flicks of Lou Brock, Sport Flicks Sport Disc, Lou Piniella, Luis Gonzalez, Jose Batia, Willie McGee, Bryce Harper, Ben Zobrist, Bo Jackson. Kills me how many times I gotta flip these cards over just to show them to you guys in these packs. Alright, we got Lee Mazzelli, Craig Biggio, Steve Avery. Got a Steve Avery auto last night, it was nice. Jose Altuve, Greg Gagne, John Jay, Adam Wainwright, Rob Dibble, Johnny Ray, Chris Perez, David Murphy, Ruben Sierra, Lou Brock, Nolan Ryan, Zach Wheeler, rookie, Reggie Jackson, David Freese, Black Border, Keith Moreland, John Franco, City Hall, Miguel Cabrera, Garrett Jones, Jake Peavy, Tom Browning, Clayton Kershaw. Mike, you had the Blue Jays, Rockies, and Marlins. Blue Jays, Rockies, and Marlins. Those are the 3 you just bought from me. I didn't know if you have any from eBay. Yasiel Puig, rookie for the Dodgers. Pat Tabler, Ozzie Smith, Yadier Molina, Jack Morris, Kerry Wood. Fred Lynn, Mike Scott, Andre Dawson. Roy Halladay, Sean Green, Pablo Sandoval, Alex Gordon, Steven Strasburg, Mike Schmidt, Dan Petrie, Mickey Tettleton, auto. And that's for the Baltimore Orioles. The corner's a little dinged. You guys can't tell there, but it's a little bit. So Mickey Tettleton for the Baltimore Orioles. Auto. It's a nice looking auto, though. Jose Rio. Dwight Gooden. Kevin Youkilis, Lance Berkman, Andy Pettitte, Goose Gossage, Todd Hilton. So that's 2 of the 3 autos out of the first box so far, guys. 2 out of the 3 autos. Alright, Jim Palmer, Ben McDonald, Andy Van Syke, Roberto Alomar, Jim Rice, Tony Pena, Elvis Andrews, Mike Greenwell, Mike Boddicker, Shelby Miller, rookie, Adam Jones, Jason Varitek, Matt Cain, Mickey Tettleton, Jack Clark, Tim Salmon, Don Mattingly, Sportflix for the Yankees. And then we got Roger Clemens, Sean Green, Gary Sheffield, Mike Trout, Justin Morneau, Dickie Thon, Eric Davis. This is the second half of the first box, guys. Second half of the first box. Another pack that does not want to open. Alright, we got Jack McDowell, John Tudor, Mickey Lolick, Keith Moreland, Jose Rio, Justin Verlander, Frank White, Bobby Witt, Felix Hernandez, Andres Galarraga, Ken Griffey Jr., Jordan Zimmerman, Bernie Williams, Sean Dunston, Kevin Mitchell, Ian Trammell, Tom Seaver, Mickey Lolick, Edgar Martinez, Troy Tulowitzki, Luis Gonzalez, Fred McGriff, Mark Lemke, and Matt Moore. All right, Buddy Bell, Dennis Eckersley, Tony Gwynn, Paul Molitor, Mike Crow, Chipper Jones, Andrew McCutcheon, Willie Nelson, Carlos Gonzalez, Alex Rodriguez, Dave Stewart, Terry Pendleton, Bell Buckner, Chase Headley, David Ortiz. This might be the last auto, guys. Paul LaDuca. Paul LaDuca. Look at that. That's a decent one. Paul LaDuca auto. And that is for the Dodgers. Paul LaDuca for the Dodgers. So the Dodgers get a hit. Who said let's go? Real Cards fan, you just got a Dodgers. Paul LaDuca auto. Ryan Sandberg, Rivalries, Robin Ventura, Jay Buhner, Mark Ruscipsi, Joe Girardi, Kevin Gossman rookie, Kevin Seitzer. So Real Cards fan, I don't know if you saw that, but you got a Paul LaDuca auto if you have the Dodgers. There for her. Good. Robin Yachts, Jorge Posada, Eric Hosmer, Dale Murphy, Ryan Howard, Ichiro, Joe Mauer, Ernie Banks. Oh, there's a Sportflix that just fell out, and it is A-Rod. And that's him on Seattle, so that's a Mariners hit. Brandon Phillips, Rick Monday, Mariano Rivera, Brooks Robinson, Evan Gattis, rookie for Atlanta. Cabrera, Dusty Baker, Yogi Berra, Reggie Jackson again, Gene Segura, Carlos John Stanton, Jason Hayward, Giovanni Gallardo, Davey Lopes. Ryan Sandberg, Kurt Schilling, Ken Herbeck, Cole Hamels, John Kruk, Ian Kinsler, Pat Burrell, Frank Thomas, David Steeb, Jeff Conine, Bell Madlock, Tommy Lasorda, Bobby Thignum, Mark Mulder, Gio Gonzalez, Lenny Dykstra, Andre Thornton, Jack McDowell, Yu Darvish, Albert Pujols, Paul Konerko, Bob Horner, Harold Baines, Houston Straight. We got 2 packs left in the first box, guys. Like I said, this is a whole lot of cards, guys. So that's why it's going to be the end of the week before I can ship these out. So Joe Carter, Alex Rodriguez, Tim Lincecum, Rick Dempsey. But you guys will get all the cards. Mark Grace, Pete Rose, John Franco, Joe Charbonneau, Denny McClain, Gary Pettis, Bob Gibson, Manny Machado rookie, Mookie Wilson, Mike Zunino rookie, Greg Maddux, Randy Johnson, Hometown Heroes Joe Mauer, John Tudor, Andres Galarraga, Jim Sunderberg, David Wright, Hyunjin Ryu, Mike Pacino, Larry Boa. We're on our last pack for box number 1, guys. Last pack for box number 1 coming right up. All right, Jim Abbott, Ron Say, Nomar Garcia-Parra, Cal Ripken Jr., Frank Robinson, Will Myers rookie, Bill Buckner, Joey Votto, Jody Davis, Josh Reddick, Ellis Burks, Pedro Martinez, Garrett Cole rookie, Skip Schumacher, Todd Helton, Mike Trout, Sportflix, Terry Pendleton. Oh, 4th auto, guys. We got 4 autos in this one. So that might be why I only got 2 autos in a box yesterday, because I got 4 in this one. Terry Pendleton auto for the Cardinals. So Real Cards fan, if you got the Cardinals too, you got him. But if you didn't, Terry Pendleton auto for the Cardinals. Felix Hernandez, Kerry Wood, Fergie Jenkins, Carlton Fisk, Edwin Encarnacion, Juan Pierre, Mike Hargrove. Yeah, that's why they got. I thought there was only 2 autos in a box yesterday, and the guy's like, "Oh no, you skipped one." And maybe I did. Like I said, when I separate them, maybe it's there, and I just didn't see it. But I don't think so. If I got 4 in one box today and 2 in that one, so this is box number 2, guys. Box number 2. All right, Bobby Witt, King Fernandez, Buddy Bell, Dennis Eckersley, Tony Gwynn, Paul Mauldin, Mike Kukrow, Chipper Jones, Andre Thornton, Dylan Bundy, rookie, Ben Sheets, Jen Bagwell, Ozzie Guillen, Dwayne Murphy, Buster Posey, Tony Fernandez, Mike Schmidt, Hometown Heroes, Steve Avery, Gold, David Ortiz, Dale Murphy, David Wright, Hyunjin Ryu, Mike Mussina, Larry Boa, and Fergie Jenkins. All right, Jurickson Profile rookie, David Price, Matt Kemp, Dustin Pedroia. If you guys didn't see the last break, we got a sick Dustin Pedroia booklet. David Freese out of Supreme, and it was sick. Derek Jeter, Rick Anderson, David Eckstein, Cleon Jones, Bertie Williams, Sean Dunston, Kevin Mitchell, Alan Trammell, Tom Seaver, Carlos Gonzalez, A-Rod, Dave Stewart, John Jay, Ken Griffey Jr., Lance Berkman, Andy Pettit, Goose Gossage, Todd Helton, and Gary Sheffield. Matt Williams, Matt Harvey, Teddy Higuera, Jerome Walton, Juan Samuel, Vince Coleman, Paul O'Neill, Bucky Dent, Terry Pendleton, Bill Buckner, Chase Headley, David Ortiz, Harold Reynolds, Brandon Phillips, Rick Monday, Mario Rivera. Another Paul LaDuca. Another Paul LaDuca. Paul LaDuca. Real Cards fan, that Supreme was out of Topps, and it was sick. It wasn't Panini. Another Paul LaDuca, so Real Cards fan, you got 2. We got 2 Lenny Dykstras last night, too, so Jose Rio. Yeah, that Dustin Pedroia was a 2-color patch booklet auto, 5 of 10. Greg Maddux, Mike Trout, Justin Morneau, Dickie Thon, Eric Davis, Rob Ventura. I mean, that Dustin Pedroia was really nice. Oral Hershiser, Billy Butler, Tino Martinez, Rick Aguilera, Wade Boggs, Willie Horton, Ryan Sandberg, Kurt Schilling, Brooks Robinson, Evan Gattis rookie. Cabrera, Dusty Baker, Ron Dibble, Johnny Ray, Chris Perez. Another Sport Flicks of Mike Trout. Cal Ripken Jr., Tony La Russa, Sean Green, Frank Viola, Vinny Castillo, Reggie Jackson, Dwight Gooden, and Steve Finley. John Jay, Adam Wainwright, Yasiel Puig rookie for Dodgers, Pat Tabler, Ozzie Smith, Yadier Molina, Jack Morris, Kerry Wood, Bill Madlock, Tony La Russa, Bobby Thigpen, Mark Mulder, Gio Gonzalez, Lenny Dykstra, Gary Pettis, Bob Gibson, Tony La Russa, Jose Altuve, Ichiro, Mark Brzezinski, Joe Girardi, Kevin Gossman, Kevin Seitzer, Gene Segura. Fred Lynn, Mike Scott, Andre Dawson, Jim Palmer, Ben McDonald, Andy Van Slyke, Roberto Alomar, Jim Rice, Tony Pena, Manny Machado rookie, Mookie Wilson, Mike Zunino, Greg Maddux, Randy Johnson, Joey Votto, Jody Davis, Andy Van Slyke for St. Louis and Pittsburgh, so that'll get randomized. Greg Gagne, Jim Rice, Giancarlo Stanton, Jason Hayward, Giovanni Gallardo, Davey Lopez, and Miguel Cabrera. So we should still have 2 more autos left in this box, guys. We should. All right, Elvis Andrews, Dan Gladden, Hunter Pence, Ron Gant, Johnny Damon, Fernando Venezuela, Josh Reddick, Ellis Burks, Pedro Martinez, Garrett Cole, Skip Schumacher, Andres Galarraga, King Griffey Jr., Jordan Zimmerman, Mike Messina, a Sport Flicks of Justin Upton. All right, guys, this is my first serialized autograph. It's for Chicago, 1 of 25, Leon Durham. Leon Durham. And that is for the Chicago Cubs. Leon Durham. 1 of 25 for the Cubs. For the Cubs. Whoever got the Cubs got a good one. Ryan Sandberg, Reggie Jackson, Garrett Jones, Jake Peavy, Tom Browning, Clayton Kershaw, Kevin Youkilis. So that was our first auto. That's our first serial autos card in this hole that we've gotten so far. So Andrew McCutchen, Willie Wilson, Rob Yount, Jorge Posada, Eric Hosmer, Dale Murphy, Tino Martinez, Ryan Zimmerman, Glenn Davis, Darryl Strawberry, Ron Darling, Chris Medlin, Will Clark. I think there's another auto on this one, guys. Barry Larkin, Gorman Thomas, Ron Darling for New York. Ron Darling for New York. Yankees is what it looks like. Ron Darling for the Yankees. Ron Darling. Nice looking auto for the Yankees. And then Jack Morris. Rivalry, San Francisco, Los Angeles for Dusty Baker. That's going there. Carlton Fisk, Edwin Carcion, Juan Pierre, Mike Hargrove. So that's 3 autos. So unless we have 4 in this box again. Unless we have 4 in this one also. Ryan Howard, Ichiro, Joe Mauer, Artie Banks, Lee Mazzelli, Craig Biggio, Steve Avery, Jose Altuve, Greg Gagne, Lance Parrish, Bob Brentley, Jesse Barfield, George Brett, Gary Templeton, Dave Stibe, Jeff Conine, Denny McClain for the Tigers, Sportflix. And then we got a Sean Green, Kerry Wood, Luis Gonzalez, Fred McGriff, Mark Lemke, Matt Moore, and Jay Buhner. Alex Rodriguez, Tim Lincecum, Rick Dembski, Mark Grace, Pete Rose, John Franco, Joe Charbonneau, Reggie Jackson, Roy Halladay, Sean Green, Pablo Sandoval, Alex Gordon, Steven Strasburg, Mike Schmidt, Dale Petrie, Hyun Ryu, Luis Gonzalez, Lee Mazzelli, Jim Sundberg, Rusty Greer, Jeff Montgomery, Mark Grace, Wally Joyner, Jose Batista. 2 packs left in box number 2, guys. 2 packs left in box number 2. Denny McClain, Jim Abbott, Ron Say, Nomar Garcia Parra, Cal Ripken Jr., Frank Robinson, Will Grace rookie, Bill Buckner, Mike Greenwell, Mike Broderick, Shelby Miller rookie, Adam Jones, Jason Veritek, Matt Cain, Mickey Templeton, Jack Clark. Wow, is this another auto, guys? Mike Greenwell. Wow, it is. So that's 2 boxes with 4 autos so far, guys. This one's for the Red Sox, Mike Greenwell. So those guys yesterday just got unlucky with their autos. Mike Greenwell. This is the second box with 4 autos, Mike Greenwell. That one's for the Red Sox. Craig Biggio, Ernie Banks, Bryce Harper, Ben Zobrist, Bo Jackson, Albert Pujols. All right, last pack of box number 2. Jack McDowell, John Tudor, Mickey Lolick, Jose Rio, Keith Moreland, Justin Verlander, Frank White, Tim Salmon, Roger Clemens, Max Scherzer, Tom Brzezowski, Oscar Gamble, Gary Gaetti, Tony La Russa, Evan Longoria, Chase Utley, Sportflix, Tony Gwynn, Nolan Ryan, Ricky Henderson, Paul Konerko, Bob Horner, Harold Raines, Houston Street, Jim Sundberg. So that was box number 2, guys. Box number 2. Moving on to box number 3. If there's any football guys in here, first break of the night tonight, I got a Joe Montana 1/1 auto. 2011 Prime Signatures. So that's been a pretty decent night. Pretty decent night for breaks. Mike, you said you found extra autos in these a lot, or have you opened this a lot? Johnny Damon, Venezuela, Profar, Price, Kemp, Pedroia, Freeze, Stewart, Pendleton, Buckner, Headley, Ortiz, Reynolds, Phillips, Monday, Bo Jackson, Sportflix, Dylan Bundy, King Felix, Kirk Gibson, Harold Baines, Houston Street, Jim Sonnenberg, David Wright. No Braves yet, but tonight we've the first 2 boxes had 4 autos in each one. So, we only had 2 in one. Well, I think we only had 2 in one yesterday. We had 4 in 2 boxes so far. 4 autos in each box, the first 2. Ben McDonald, Andy Van Slyke, Roberto Alomar, Jim Rice, Tony Pena, Elvis Andrews, Don Gladden, Hunter Pence, Ron Gant, Bertie Williams, Sean Dunston, Kevin Mitchell, Alan Trammell, Tom Seaver, Carlos Gonzalez, A-Rod, Larry Boa auto. Larry Boa for Philadelphia. Larry Boa auto for Philadelphia. That's a nice looking auto. Oral Hershiser, King Griffey Jr., Bryce Harper, Ben Zobrist, Bo Jackson, Albert Pujols, Paul Konerko. All right, Vince Coleman, Paul O'Neill, Bucky Dent, Oral Hershiser, Billy Butler, Tino Martinez, Rick Aguilera, Chris Perez, David Murphy, Ruben Scarra, Lou Brock, Nolan Ryan, Zach Wheeler, rookie, Reggie Jackson, Roy Halladay, John Jay, Tom Brunowski for the Twins auto. Guys, this half of this case is ridiculous. We've got 2 autos And three packs, I think, so far in this third box. So Tom Bernowski auto. It's a good looking auto. Jose Bautista, Craig Biggio, Eduardo Carcino, Juan Pierre, Mike Highgrove, Troy Tulowitzki, Luis Gonzalez. I wonder if this is another box that's going to have 4 autos again. We will see. All right. Derek Jeter, Rick Anderson, David Eckstein, Cleon Jones, Matt Williams, Matt Harvey, Teddy Higuera, Walton, Samuel, Rivera, Brooks Robinson, Evan Gattis, Cabrera, Baker, Rob Dibble, Johnny Ray. Rivalries, Boston and New York, Roger Clemens. That's getting randomized. Billy Butler, Dale Murphy, Hyunjin Ryu, Mike Messina, Larry Boa, Fergie Jenkins, Carlton Fisk. No, I'm out. This is my last case I got right now, Will. I'm not going to be back on until next Monday. And next Monday, I'll be doing Top Supreme Baseball 2015 and some football. And that's it. I don't have much time next week, so. Dennis Eckersley, Tony Gwynn, Paul Molitor, Mike Kukro, Chipper Jones, Andrew McCutcheon, Willie Wilson, Robin Yount, Jorge Posada, Will Clark, Barry Larkin, Gorman Thomas, Lance Parrish, Bob Brinsley, Jesse Barfield, George Brett, Gary Templeton, Paul O'Neill, Ichiro, Gossage, Todd Helton, Gary Sheffield, Mike Trout, Justin Morneau. Yeah, I could get opening day tops. I'm not sure how much it is though. I'd have to look into it. Eric Hosmer, Dale Murphy, Ryan Howard, Ichiro, Joe Mauer, Ernie Banks, Lee Mazzelli, Greg Piggio, David Stibe, Jeff Conine, Bill Madlock, Tommy Lasorda, Bobby Thigpen, Bob Mulder, Gio Gonzalez, Lenny Dykstra, George Pettis, Willie Wilson, Fred McGriff, Dickie Thon, Eric Davis, Rob Ventura, Frank Biolo, Vinny Castilla. Well, it cooled off. We still only got 2 autos, so. Steve Avery, Jose Altuve, Greg Gagne, John Jay, Adam Wainwright, Yasiel Puig-Rookie, Pat Tabler, Ozzie Smith, Bob Gibson, Manny Machado, Milky Wilson, Mike Zunino, Greg Maddox, Randy Johnson, Joey Votto, Sport Flicks of Gene Segura, Chipper Jones, Whitey Herzog. We did get a Chipper Jones auto earlier way. Out of Top Supreme, out of 25 was sick. Cal Ripken Jr., Reggie Jackson, Dwight Gooden, Steve Finley, Rusty Greer, Bo Jackson. Yep, Chipper Jones auto out of Top Supreme earlier. Really nice card. Yep. Yadier Molina, Jack Morris, Kerry Wood, Fred Lynn, Mike Scott, Andre Dawson, Jim Palmer, Jody Davis, Josh Reddick, Ellis Burks, Pedro Martinez, Garrett Cole, Skip Schumacher, Andres Galarraga, Ken Griffey Jr., Jordan Zimmerman, Tony La Russa, Bucky Dent, Jim Sunderberg, Jeff Montgomery, Mark Grace, Wally Joyner, Jose Bautista, Willie McGee. Wade Boggs, Willie Horton, Ryan Sandberg, Kurt Schilling, Kent Herzog, Cole Hamels, John Kruk, Ian Kinsler, Pat Burrell, Sean Green, Pablo Sandoval, Alex Gordon, Ryan Strasburg, Mike Schmidt. We got no, we don't. Dan Petrie, Mike Greenwell, Sport Flick of Cal Ripken Jr., Ryan Sandberg, Nolan Ryan, Fred McGriff, Mark Lemke, Matt Moore, Jay Buhner, Mark Brzezinski. Thought our autos in that one. All right. Frank Thomas, Joe Carter, A-Rod, Ted Lincecum, Rick Dempsey, Mark Grace, DePete Rose, John Franco, Mike Broderick, Shelby Miller, Ricky, Adam Jones, Jason Veritek, Matt Cain, Mickey Tendleton, Jack Clark, Tim Salmon, Nolan Ryan, Tito Martinez, Yu Darvish, Joe Girardi, Kevin Gossman, Kevin Seitzer, Gene Segura, Giancarlo Stanton. Maybe there'll only be 2 autos in this box too, just to even it out. Maybe. All right, we got Joshua Bowe, Dick McClain, Jim Abbott, Ron Say, Nomar Garcia Parra, Cal Ripken Jr., Frank Robinson, Will Myers, Roger Clemens, Max Scherzer, Tom Brzezinski, Oscar Gamble, Gary Gaetti, Tony La Rosa, Evan Longoria, Chase Utley, Cal Ripken Jr., Rick Aguilera, Jim Rice, Jason Hayward, Giovanni Gallardo, David Lopez, Miguel Cabrera, Garrett Jones. Only 2 autos in the rest. We'll see. Should be an auto in this one, but we'll see. Bill Buckner, Jack McDowell, John Tour, Mickey Loft, Keith Moreland, Jose Ria, Andre Thornton, Dylan Buttoney, Ben Sheets, Jed Bagwell, Ozzie Guillen, Dwayne Murphy. Now there's an auto in this one. Buster Posey, Jose Fernandez, Tino Martinez. It's going to be for New York. I don't know if it's the Mets or the... there's a gash right up there, though, guys. You can see it right there. Jim Abbott. Lenny Dykstra again. Lenny Dykstra again. We got 2 of him last night, so this is our 3rd one. That's for the Mets, Lenny Dykstra. Yeah, Lenny Dykstra again. That's the 3rd one in this case. Roger Clemens, Derek Jeter, Jake Peavy, Tom Browning, Clayton Kershaw, Kevin Youkilis, Lance Berkman. So we've gotten 3 Lenny Dykstras in a 10-box case. All right, moving on to box number 4, guys. Box number 4. What? Camera got turned. Sorry, guys. It's too low now, too. All right. This is box 4 of 5, guys. Box 4 of 5. Got some extra autos so far, but let me raise this up just a little bit more. All right. All right, we got Mike Krukow, Chipper Jones, Andrew McCutchen, Willie Wilson, Robin Yount, Jorge Posada, Eric Hosmer, Dale Murphy, Ryan Howard, Buster Posey, Tony Fernandez, Tito Fernandez, Ryan Zimmerman, Glenn Davis, Darryl Strawberry, Ron Darling. Chicago St. Louis rivalry for Lou Brock get randomized. Ryan Howard, Nolan Ryan, David Wright, Lindsey Rue, Mike Masuno, Larry Boa, Fergie Jenkins. All right. David Eckstein, Cleo Jones, Matt Williams, Matt Harvey, Ted Higuera, Jerome Walton, Juan Samuel, Vince Coleman, Paul O'Neill, Carlos Gonzalez, A-Rod, Dave Stewart, Terry Pendleton, Bell Buckner, Chase Healy, David Ortiz, Harold Reynolds, Ernie Banks, Mookie Wilson, Lance Berkman, Pettit, Goose Gossage, Todd Helton, Gary Sheffield. Bucky Dent, Oral Hershiser, Billy Butler, Tito Martinez, Rick Aguilera, Wade Boggs, Billy Thornton, Brandon Phillips, Rick Monday, Mariano Rivera, Brooks Robinson, Evan Gattis, rookie, Cabrera, Dusty Baker, Rob Dibble, Johnny Ray, Willie Wilson, auto, going to the Kansas City Royals, Willie Wilson, auto. Derek Jeter, Steven Strasburg, Mike Trout, Justin Morneau, Dickie Thorne, Eric Davis, Robin Ventura. So Willie Wilson was the first auto to go to Kansas City, guys. Ryan Sandberg, Kurt Schilling, Ken Herbeck, Cole Hamels, John Kruk, Ian Kinsler, Pat Burrell, Frank Thomas, Joe Carter, Chris Perez, Dale Murphy, Ruben Sierra, Lou Brock, Nolan Ryan, Zach Wheeler, Steven Strasburg, Sportflick, and then Johnny Damon, Boston and New York, Joe Torre, Luis Gonzalez, Frank Viola, Vinny Castillo, Reggie Jackson, Dwight Gooden, Steve Finley. All right, Ichiro, Joe Mauer, Ernie Banks, Lee Mazzilli, Craig Jr., Steve Avery, Jose Altuve, Chris Miller, Will Clark, Barry Larkin, Gorman Thomas, Lance Parrish, Bob Brinkley, Jesse Bearfield, David Wright. Look at that, another serial numbered auto, guys. Gary Pettis for the Angels, 2/25, Gary Pettis. California. So the Anaheim Angels, Gary Pettis. And then a John Franco, Greg Maddux, Carlton Fisk, Edward Castellon, Juan Pierre, Mike Hargrave, Troy Tulowitzki. A lot of people I've also never heard of, Cards fan. I don't watch baseball that much though, so I'd be lying to you if I told you I was a baseball expert. So, Greg Gagne, John Jay, Adam Wainwright, Yasiel Pre-Rookie, Ball Talbot, Ozzie Smith, Yadier Molina, Jack Morris, Kerry Wood, George Brett, Gary Templeton, Dave Stibe, Jeff Conine, Bill Madlock, Tony La Russa, Bob Thigpen, Bo Jackson, Sportflix, Luis Gonzalez, Reggie Jackson, Luis Gonzalez, Frederick Griff, Mark Lemke, Matt Moore, and Jay Buhner. John Franco, Joe Charbonneau, Denny Macklin, McLean, Jim Abbott, John Say, Nomar Garcia, Parra, Coward Jr., Mike Schmidt, Dan Petrie, Mike Greenwell, Mike Boddicker, Shelby Miller, Adam Jones, Jason Barrett, Zach Matt Kane, Mickey Templeton, Joe Girardi, Eric Hosmer, Jim Rice, Rusty Greer, Jeff Montgomery, Mark Race, Wally Joyner, Jose Bautista. Cards fan, I didn't get any serialized autos yesterday. None. So the two we've gotten today are actually pretty crazy. Frank Robinson, Will Myers, Bill Buckner, Jack McDowell, John Tudor, Mickey Lolock, Keith Moreland, Jose Rio, Justin Verlander, Jack Clark, Tim Salmon, Roger Clemens, Max Scherzer, Tommy Brusnowski, Oscar Ramble. Here comes another auto, guys. Gary Gaetti. Ruben Sierra. I have definitely heard of him. For the Rangers, Ruben Sierra auto. It's a good hit for the Rangers. Ruben Sierra. Dale Murphy, Andre Dawson, Willie McGee, Bryce Harper, Ben Zobrist, Bo Jackson, Albert Pujols. So that was 3 autos in that box. That was the 3rd auto in that box. So. All right, Fred Lynn, Mike Scott, Andre Dawson, Jim Palmer, Ben McDonald, Danny Van Syke, Roberto Alomar, Jim Rice, Mark Mulder, Gio Gonzalez, Lenny Dykstra, Gary Pettis, Bob Gibson, Manny Machado rookie, Mookie Wilson, Mike Zunino, Willie Nelson, Ichiro, Strasburg, Zetsky, Girardi, Gossman, Seitzer, Segura. That's cool. Tony Pena, Elvis Andrews, Dan Gladden, Hunter Pence, Ron Gant, Johnny Damon, Venezuela, Profar, Maddox, Johnson. You leaving, Hosby? Joey Votto, Jody Davis, Josh Reddick, Ellis Burks, Pedro Martinez, Garrett Cole, Heroes, Minnesota, Tony Gwynn, Giancarlo Stanton, Jason Hayward, Gallardo, Lopez, and Miguel. Real Cards fan, why'd you stop breaking? Frank White, Bobby Witt, Felix Hernandez, Buddy Bell, Dennis Eckersley, Tony Gwynn, Paul Molitor, Tony Lusa, Evans, Chase Utley, Andre Thornton, Dylan Bundy, Ben Sheets, Jeff Bagwell, Ozzie Guillen, David Murphy, Cal Ripken Jr., Sportflix, Jose Bautista, Kerry Wood, Paul Konerko, Bob Porter, Harold Baines, Houston Street. Oh yeah, Way. You have a good night too, man. Dave Price, Matt Kemp, Dustin Pedroia, David Freese, Jeter, Ricky Henderson, Schumacher, Galarga, King Griffey Jr., Zimmerman, Williams, Dunston, Mitchell, Tramwell, Seaver, Jim Gene Segura. Here's a different auto, guys. Here's a different auto than I've gotten. John Franco for the Mets. Left their marks. That's a sticker auto. Oh, you didn't do a lot of them before? I actually used to do a whole lot of them. I've slowed down a lot. I only do it a couple of days a week now. So that's John Franco auto for the Mets. So if anybody, whoever had the Mets, Dave Parker, Sean Green, Garrett Jones, JPB, Tom Browning, Clayton Kershaw, and Euclid. So we're going on the last box now, guys. The last box now. I enjoy doing it, Real Cards fan. The only thing that sucks is, separating it and shipping the stuff, but actually opening it for everybody and getting good stuff for everybody. Opening cards for other people prevents me from spending a bunch of money opening them myself, so. This is the last box, guys. Last box. Good luck. Yeah, there was 4 autos in that one too, so. Yesterday, they just picked the wrong half. The wrong half of the case. So, alright. Good luck, everybody. Kyle Jr., Frank Robinson, Keith Moreland, Justin Verlander, Frank White, Bobby Witt, Felix Hernandez, Buddy Bell, Oscar Gamble, Gaetti, LaRussa, Longoria, Utley, Thornton, Bundy, Dwight Gooden, Pat Tabler, Frank Viola, Wright, Hinjuru, Mike Pacino, Larry Buff, Fergie Jenkins. Another pack that doesn't want to open. Eckersley, Tony Gwynn, Molitor, Chipper Jones, Kukrow, McCutcheon, Wilson, Robin Yount, Sheets, Bagwell. There's an auto coming up. Guillen, Murphy, Barry Larkin, Gorman Thomas, Larry Boa, Joe Charbonneau for the Indians. Joe Charbonneau for the Indians. He signed it like a black Sharpie too. I do not know who that is, but Joe Charbonneau for the Indians. And then Dave Stewart, Ricky Henderson, Jorge Posada, Carlton Fisk, Edward Costillon, Juan Pierre, Hargrove, Tom Lewinsky. Hunter Pence, Ron Gant, Damon, Venezuela, Profar, Price, Kemp, Pedroia, Freeze, Mitchell, Alan Trammell, Tom Seaver, Carlos Gonzalez, Alex Rodriguez, Stewart, Pendleton, Bill Buckner, Dwight Gooden, Berkman, Pettit, Gossage, Helton, Gary Sheffield. Derek Jeter, Henderson, Eckstein, Cleon Jones, Matt Williams, Matt Harvey, Higuera, Heatley, David Ortiz, Harold Reynolds, Brandon Phillips, Rick Monday, Mariano Rivera, Brooks Robinson, Evan Gaddis, Cabrera, Greg Gagne auto. For the Twins again, Greg Gagne auto. For the Twins, Greg Gagne. Willie Nelson, Nolan Ryan Express, Mike Trout, Justin Morneau, Dickie Thon, Eric Davis, and Robin Ventura. So that's 2 autos so far out of this box, guys. 2 autos so far out of this one. Alright, Jorge Posada, Hosmer, Murphy, Howard, Ichiro, Joe Mauer, Ernie Banks, Mazzilli, Craig Biggio, Lance Parrish, Bob Brindley, Barfield, George Brett, Templeton, Steve, Conine, Sport Flicks of Don Mattingly again. Reggie Jackson, Justin Verlander, Luis Gonzalez, Fred McGriff, Mark Lemke, Matt Moore, and Jay Buhner. All right, Jerome Walton, Juan Samuel, Vince Coleman, Paul O'Neill, Bucky Dent, Oral Hershiser, Billy Butler, Tino Martinez, Rick Aguilera, Dusty Baker, Ron Dibble, Johnny Ray, Chris Perez, David Murphy, Ruben Sierra, Sport Flicks of Albert Pujols. Chicago, St. Louis, Lee Smith, Tony La Russa, Kirk Gibson, Frank Viola, Vinny Castillo, Reggie Jackson, Dwight Gooden, Steve Finley. All right, Ken Herbert, Cole Hamels, John Kruk, Ian Kinsler, Pat Burrell, Frank Thomas, Joe Carter, David Murphy, Ruben Sierra, Lou Brock, Nolan Ryan, Zach Wheeler, rookie, Reggie Jackson, Roy Halladay, Sean Green, Pablo Sandoval, San Francisco, Los Angeles rivalries, Adam Wainwright, Nolan Ryan, Rusty Greer, Jeff Montgomery, Mark Grace, Wally Joyner, Jose Bautista. Should be one more auto, guys, in this. Should be. Steve Avery, Jose Altuve, Greg Gagne, John Jay, Adam Wainwright, Yasiel Puig rookie, Pat Taylor, Ozzie Smith, Bill Madlock, Tony Lasorda, Bob Thigpen, Mike Mulder, Gio Gonzalez, Lenny Dykstra, Gary Pettis, Bob Gibson, Andre Thornton, Ozzie Smith, Edgar Martinez, Mark Rosinski, Joe Girardi, Gossman, Seitzer, Segura. 4 packs left, guys. 4 packs left. All right, Yadier Molina, Jack Boris, Kerry Wood, Fred Lynn, Mike Scott, Andre Dawson, Jim Palmer, Ben McDonald, Manny Machado, Mookie Wilson, Mike Zunino, Greg Maddox, Randy Johnson, Joey Votto, Johnny Davis, Josh Reddick, Frank White, Yadier Molina, Rick Dempsey, G. Carlos Staunton, Jason Hayward, Yovani Gallardo, Davey Lopez, Miguel Cabrera. That one does not want to open. There should be at least one more auto, guys, at least. Alex Rodriguez, Tim Lincecum, Rick Dempsey, Will Myers, rookie, Bill Buckner, Jack McDowell, John Tudor, Mark Grace, Pete Rose. I think there's an auto in here. Alex Rodriguez, Steven Strasburg, Mike Schmidt, Dale Petrie, Mike Rewell, Mike Burdruck, Shelby Miller, rookie, Mike Scott again. Mike Scott for Houston. Mike Scott for the Houston Astros. Mike Scott auto. Yasiel Puig, rookie. Willie McGee, Bryce Harper, Ben Zobrist, Bo Jackson, Albert Pujols. Maybe these boxes will have 4 autos. Or this one will have 4 autos too. We will see. John Franco, Joe Charbonneau, Denny McClain, Jim Abbott, Ron Say, Rio, Garcia Parra, Adam Jones, Veritek, Kane, Tettleton, Jack Clark, Tim Salmon, Roger Clemens, Max Scherzer, Tom Brzezinski, A-Rod Sportflix for Seattle again. Shea Victorino, Derek Jeter, Paul Konerko, Bob Corner, Harold Baines, Houston Street, Jim Sonnenberg. Last pack of the break, guys. Last pack of the break. Then I'll go over the autos real quick. We'll do some random.org, and that'll be it for tonight. Andy Van Dyke, Roberto Alomar, Jim Rice, Tony Pena, Elvis Andrews, Don Ladden, Ellis Burks, Pedro Martinez, Garrett Cole, Skip Schumacher, Andre Galarraga, K. Griffey Jr., Jordan Zimmerman, Bernie Williams. There is another auto in here, guys. So another one with 4 autos. Sean Dunston, Lou Brock, Sport Discs, Lou Brock. All right. And then the auto is Dan Petrie for the Detroit Tigers. Dan Petrie for the Detroit Tigers. Ricky Henderson, Cal Ripken Jr., Garrett Jones, Jake Peavy, Tom Browning, Clayton Kershaw, Kevin Youkilis. Let me clean up this mess real quick. I'll go over the hits and then we'll randomize a couple of cards. So, these were the autos, guys. These were the autos. Dan Petrie for the Tigers. Mike Scott for the Astros. Greg Gagne for the Twins. Joe Charbonneau for the Indians. John Franco for the Mets. Ruben Sierra for the Texas Rangers. Gary Pettis for the Angels. Willie Wilson for the Royals. Lenny Dykstra for the Mets. Tom Brunansky for the Twins. Larry Bover for the Phillies. Mike Greenwald for the Red Sox. Ron Darling for the Yankees. Leon Durham for the Chicago Cubs. Paulo Duca for the Dodgers. Terry Pendleton for the Cardinals. Paulo Duca for the Dodgers. Mickey Templeton for the Baltimore Orioles. And Keith Moreland for the Chicago White Sox. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 autos, guys. We were supposed to get 15, so we did well on that break. At least in terms of numbers. Alright, so let me figure this out. San Francisco and Chicago and St. Louis. Boston, New York. Alright, so I got San Francisco and Los Angeles. San Francisco and Los Angeles. Alright, so I gotta do 4 random.orgs, guys. Hold on 1 second. 1. And I'll set this up for you guys. Alright, the first one we're going to do, guys, is St. Louis and Pittsburgh. I'm going to make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. You can. Wait, no you can't. Alright, so it's St. Louis and Pittsburgh. Andy Van Slyke. Alright, let me write this down. Alright, so STL in Pitt 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. St. Louis gets them. So St. Louis will get that one. Alright, then next we have Dusty Baker, black border and gold border, San Francisco and Los Angeles. San Francisco and Los Angeles. So, Dusty Baker, San Francisco, Los Angeles. We're going to do the black first, and then the gold. Alright, so San Francisco, 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Los Angeles will get the black bordered one. Los Angeles gets that one. Now to the gold one. The Dusty Baker 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's going to San Francisco. So each team got one. Alright, next we have got Johnny Damon, Boston and New York. Johnny Damon, Boston and New York. So let's close this one out. And Boston, enter New York. Alright, 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So New York gets the Johnny Damon. New York gets the Johnny Damon, Boston, New York. That's New York's. The next one is Roger Clemens, Boston, and New York. Roger Clemens, Boston, and New York, 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So New York also gets the, New York also gets the Roger Clemens. Alright, the last 2 we got is Chicago and St. Louis. Chicago and St. Louis. The first one's going to be Lee Smith. Chicago and St. Louis. So Chicago and St. Louis. 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so Chicago will get the first get the Lee Smith, and then the next one is Lou Brock. Chicago and St. Louis also. Lou Brock 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So St. Louis will get that one. St. Louis will get the Lou Brock. So, alright guys, that's it for the break for tonight. If you caught it late, it'll be on YouTube first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning, I'll have this on YouTube. So, you guys have a good night, and thanks. I'll see you next Monday. Have a good night.